Absolutely.
lifestyle business versus
Mhm.
building a real business.
Right.
And this is something I think a lot of investors fall into this trap. I know I did, and I maybe will do it again. You never know. Like sometimes history repeats itself. Hopefully not. But you've got this desire to go, hey, I'd love this mailbox money, right? Because you're kind of running away from something that you don't like. You're running away from the
Mhm.
job that you don't like, or the job that doesn't pay you well enough, or the boss that doesn't appreciate you. Usually, when we're starting something, we're usually running away from something. And now
Mhm.
what happens is when you had finally got away from that thing, the job, the bad pay, the whatever it is, the cap in your career, when you get away from that thing, where most people start to fail, and this is where they fizzle out or they self-sabotage and break what's already working, is they don't make the transition to now run towards something. And
Right.
so you're usually same thing around that 18 months to 2 years, maybe 2.5 years in, where I see it so common. They got away from the thing. Now they're making the money they need to make. And then they start to fizzle out and they show up to these masterminds and they're comparing themselves to others now. And then they just start to chase higher numbers. And the thing is, numbers are never going to end. So as long as we're always tying our happiness or fulfillment to hitting a new goal, you're always going to be unhappy because there's always a larger number, always. And you're
Mhm.
always going to show up to a new mastermind where someone has a larger number than you.
Right.
And then you're going to go back and go, well, shoot, maybe I just need to shoot for that as my next thing.
Right.
And so what happens is we need to run towards something and find that thing to run towards. And that's when about 2 years into Carrot, that shift happened for me, because I was the same thing. About 2 years in, we had a by that time an over $1 million a year business, and we're looking at it going, okay, man, I don't know, like, do I want to keep doing this? Do I just find something else? So I turn it into a lifestyle business and just kind of sit back and let some cash flow come in. And at that point, I'm going, man, I don't want a lifestyle business. I thought that I did. But what happens with lifestyle businesses usually is you pull back and it works amazing for a period of time where money comes in and it feels like I've got a lot of flexibility. But then what happens when you're not putting care to it and building new systems and trying to grow the thing is eventually something happens where the business starts to slowly dwindle away. And
Right.
so you really lose that ability to have consistency, predictability for the long term. And you then trap yourself in this cycle of continually having to start and refix and start and refix,
Mhm.
which is not what any of us want over the long term. And so I had to shift my mindset. Like I said, about 2 years into Carrot, around 2016, I said, man, do I just want to pull back and keep our revenue where it is and keep our team count where it is at, 7 or 8, 5, 6, 7 or 8 people? Or do I want to really build something? And I had to blast through this mindset block, Don, where I had this crust in my mind of what it meant to build a team. Love my parents to death. They're like my favorite people in the world and amazing mentors. Um, my dad's like the most positive guy ever. And that's where I got a lot of my positivity, except for one topic. He would always come home when I was a kid and complain about his employees. And he'd always say, you can't find good people. He'd always
Mhm.
say, if you want it done right, you've got to do it yourself. And like those adages that come up a lot. And so that was the mindset that I had coming in of what it meant to have employees. So I was
Mhm.
avoiding it like the plague. And I kept myself into this cycle of where I could never grow something into a spot where I could truly get freedom from it. I could never grow something into a spot where it was really truly worth something and where it truly gave freedom and flexibility and helped me make the impact. And so around that time in 2016, I'm like, all right, what am I running towards now? Am I running
Mhm.
towards just vegging out, eating potato chips and getting mailbox money for a while? But then I know I got to refix it within 18 months because the money will dwindle off. Or do I really want to build something long term that has real impact, that can give me real purpose, and that can also help a lot of other people? And then I said, what's in my way? And I said, yes, I do want that second option. I want to build something that matters. I want to build something that gives me real freedom and flexibility and really helps other people a lot. And I said, what's in my way? And it was that one mindset around people. I'm like, the
Mhm.
only way I can do it is with more people. And I don't want to do it in a way where I'm dreading coming to work. And so I started to look at good examples, the Bransons, the other people, and I go, how do you build companies where people love working there, but also you love building people? And you absolutely love, like, we're over 30 employees. We're going to be over probably 45 employees this year. And I absolutely love that. I want more of it because I was able to shift my mindset around what people meant to your business.